Is this video for sailing and entertainment purposes only? You're dang skippy it is.
That's with Karina Kaboom.
What's wrong with Karina Kaboom? She's a nice lady. And I have realized I'm so much better than my shower.
Oh, hello, my favorite girly pops. In today's video for the low introductory price sale of absolutely nothing. You heard it here last.
Amberlynn did not shower.
Today we're looking at a bunch of older Snapchats from Amberlynn. A lot of Snapchats that have not been really talked about. And I will link all of the sources, all the places that I got my Snapchats from in the description box down below. So basically, Amberlynn has a bunch of Snapchats where she blames Beck for things, where she says certain things that she clearly shouldn't have. And she used to be really active on Snapchat. And now she's not. But she used to pretty much do rants there and all that stuff. So we're going to get into all the outrageous Snapchats, or my name isn't Bob or Wilbur. None of those are my names. But, you know, sometimes my Kermit calls me that. Never mind. My Kermit doesn't actually call me anything. But have you ever wanted to purchase a Kermit? Well, now you can in my game show host voice. This is a link to buy your very own Kermit. And if you use my affiliate link, this is my affiliate link to do so. Please let me know when he ships for you, and I could be excited for you. All right, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. Please do not take anything I say seriously because I'm sharing my own opinions, not facts, and publicly accessible information first made public by public figures. Please do not go to these people's channels to leave mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. I feel like a girl of 2021 again. Let's start.
People are complaining that I don't want to kiss Becky now. What is life? Like, everyone is complaining about literally everything that I do. I don't understand it. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and make out with Becky on camera like I used to do with Destiny because that was immature of me and that was years ago. Like, I'm not like that anymore. Like, I'm a completely different person.
I am a completely different person than I was then.
And I'm not gonna do that. That's something we do in private. And I feel like even, like, doing, like, kisses, you know, while you're vlogging is kind of like, I don't know, I get a little shy with it. Like,
okay, first of all, I put those two clips back to back to show you that when she was with Beck or later on, way after their breakup, Amberlynn always has the same excuse. I'm a different person now. You know, I'm not the person that I was when I was with Destiny. I'm a different person when I'm dating Beck. Way after the breakup. Oh, you know, me trying to defend myself against Beck. Well, I'm a different person now. You're always a different person, but you end up being the same exact person. As I said before, you would have never treated Beck negatively throughout the years after the breakup if you had actually changed. As far as that Snapchat post, why did I show it to you? In it, she tells a very large lie. She, I guess, is being asked, okay, I did not follow her very closely as far as like every single Instagram post back then or Snapchat because I wasn't making videos on her all the time. But what I can see here, she is being asked, why are you and Beck not being affectionate toward one another? And she clearly lies and says, oh, because I've matured. I'm not the way I was with Destiny. This isn't private. This is a bunch of lies. Girl, you a lie. Okay, you a lie. The idea is, if my Kermit had not retired, sometimes people in the comments are like, oh my God, Kermit retired. No, but he would determine that was a lie. The reason that you were never affectionate really that much on camera with Beck, in my opinion, and the reason why obviously there seemed like there was no chemistry between you guys is because there wasn't. There was nothing really going on. The main event wasn't happening between you two. Beck already exposed that. So everything else, I don't even believe what was going on. There was no relationship like Amberlynn had led on. The reason that you didn't give them a kiss is because, you know, that really wasn't happening behind the scenes. And who could blame them with what you were doing, like, on a daily basis? At the end of the day, I really don't care about people's private, personal relationships. It's really none of my business. She continuously made up stories like this one on Instagram, on Snapchat, on whatever, that, oh, everything is amazing between myself and Beck. This was not true. You made up stories talking about your jaw hurt from lying? Absolutely not. The type of relationship that said that you were engaging in just wasn't going on.
In December, I was doing a lot of sit-down videos, and Becky and I were doing challenges. We were just having a great old time, and everyone complained about that. So now that I'm doing vlogs, because that was what you guys kept asking for, now people are complaining that my vlogs are boring. My vlogs will continue to be boring because I am a boring person.
As always, if you put this clip right now, it's as if like she said this right now. She still complains that her audience complains that her content is not what they want it to be. She always says, oh, I'm gonna share this, I'm not gonna share this, people want this, I'm not gonna give this. It's as if she did this just right now. The reason that I wanted to include that clip is because she says in that Snapchat clip that she very much so was enjoying herself, and Beck was enjoying themselves, and they were doing challenges. But looking at this clip years later, now we have Beck telling us that they never wanted to be in the videos, that they did not want to film vlogs, and Amberlynn forced them to film vlogs and literally said, well, if you don't film this with me, you're working for me pretty much. I'm giving you, food and shelter and whatever else she was buying for Beck. So you can now see the truth. They were not having a great time filming videos. Beck did not want to be on camera and did not want to do these vlogs, and Amber forced her and made her. And this is why. There was financial manipulation. There was financial control. This is why I wanted to include that little clip to show you what Amber was showing on Snapchat versus what really happened.
I wasn't going to share my weight anymore on my YouTube channel. And because of that reason, I've lost over 1,000 subscribers in 2 days. Because I'm not... What? So are you literally, there just to see the number on the scale? I mean, that just proves my point.
Okay, I usually never talk about this topic, and I'm not going to start now. This is the few Snapchats she did during Shrimpgate when Amberlynn lost like 10, 11,000 subscribers because she came on there, did a mukbang, and said, you're not my mom, you're not my boss, whatever, I'll do whatever I want. It wasn't what she was eating, but it was the way that she treated people. But here's what I wanted to say. Amber, the delusion here is real. You chose to have a channel where you talked about your health status, weight loss, whatever, and people tuned in for your weigh-in. So if you're not going to do it anymore, of course, they're going to unsub and not want to watch anything. If I started making videos, I don't know, about fishing, maybe a few of you would stay, but since I have a drama channel, people expect drama from me. The delusion is astounding.
More and more, doesn't it?
Okay, so in this Snapchat, she was sick. She claimed she was ill, and so she wasn't on camera. So I just put a picture over her talking. And this is from 2018. She still was with Beck. Listen to some of the things that she says. Very interesting.
I was so pumped to go to the gym today and see, if I liked it, if I really wanted to do a membership. Becky doesn't really want to. I think she just kind of wants to work out at home. And I read a lot of comments of people saying, I think, the gym is a waste of money and stuff. And I'm definitely taking that into consideration because I don't want to sit there and waste money.
First of all, I don't think it's anyone's business whether or not Beck wanted to work out and whether or not Beck, whatever they wanted to do. Also, since Amberlynn is an unreliable narrator and has monetized so much content stating that she lies all the time, I don't believe you, Amber. Or it's hard to even say what was going on at that point because, as Beck told us, a lot of your videos and a lot of things that you were putting out on the internet were not true, okay? Now, here's my thing. Why are you telling people Beck's private personal details of their life, that they supposedly didn't want to go to the gym and wanted to work out at home? At what point was that anyone's business? One of the biggest problems that she had with her partners, the way that she presented them on screen, is just she just told their supposed whole life story. First of all, we can't believe anything you say, but at the same time, a lot of personal stuff did get shown in your videos. Like when you, this is a basic example, this isn't as worse as it got, she would show Destiny in the lavatory. Like, the point I'm trying to make is, I think this is private personal information. Beck has explained to us how much they didn't want to be in your videos, how much they were not interested in doing all of that, and you continue to push that. As far as her audience in 2018 telling her not to waste money on the gym, I just don't believe that. I don't believe that your audience has always advised you to try to get healthier, okay? Also, it's hysterical hearing Amber say that she doesn't want to waste money on the gym when she literally wastes money on journals and random stuff. She does so many hauls where she buys stuff, and especially in 2018, 19, 20, when she was making the most amount of money, she wasted a lot of money on stuff.
It is kind of pricey, the gym that I'm thinking about going to, that is just as good as the gym. So I'm just trying to figure things out, because I don't want to like drag Becky. She doesn't really want to do, and we have workout DVDs. We can walk the neighborhood, which I enjoy the most.
Okay, I absolutely don't care whether or not this happened. I'm not judging her for exercise food. I don't care about this. I don't talk about these topics. What I care about here is pay very close attention to what she says. I don't want to drag Beck to, to do these things that they don't want to do. We can just walk the neighborhood. I don't want to drag Beck. Beck doesn't want to do this. Always blaming everything on Beck, always blaming everything on somebody else. She is very famous for creating scenarios in Never Happened, Ever Happened magazine that she subscribes to in her head, okay? What I'm trying to say is, there's a very famous old video from her where she's like, oh, these are Beck's gushers, like candy, and like the camera pans over a little bit to Beck, and you can see that Beck has no idea what Amber's talking about. Like, this is Beck's candy. Beck doesn't want to work out. Like, I'm not judging you for whatever you're doing. I'm just saying that I am paying very close attention to and judging you for placing the blame on Beck. Oh, this is Beck's thing. Beck didn't want to work out. Stop it. Stop it. You didn't want to do these things. And she's very famous for blaming things on her partner at the time, Destiny, Crystal, Beck. I think this stopped a lot with Wifey because the issue is Wifey wasn't on camera.
I've been missing it lately. Becky is currently in the shower. I don't know how she's doing it. I have no energy, and neither does she. But we have like this little seat thing in the shower. It's really weird. I don't even know. That's what we keep our like shampoo and conditioner on, and our like what is it called? Like soap and such. She said she's gonna move that and kind of just like take a shower sitting. So
More personal information that she was sharing. Why do we need to know how Beck showered, with the chair, with the sit? What do you not understand about sharing personal details? And this is not even on her YouTube channel. This is a recording of her Snapchat. That she was doing this on. Why is it? It's a rhetorical question. I personally think the reason that she always gave out private personal details, information about her partners, was so that she could take like all the heat from herself. Also, it's interesting to hear this. Oh, I don't know how Beck is showering when they're sick, because sometimes people do this. People do still shower through being sick. It's interesting all the lies she told about her showering around these years. Like, yeah, obviously you didn't want to shower. I personally believe that for years she didn't shower because she didn't want to. There were times where it was hard for her, 100%. I will give her that. But never forget that she messaged Casey and just told Casey that she just didn't shower for a long time. And at that point, she was in way better situations than she was than with Beck. Yeah. Why did Beck shower when they were sick? Because people need to shower. It's part of feeling good, at some point. Like, it's amazing to me. I don't really care about this whole showering thing. I care that you gave out private details. Like, does anyone here think it's okay that we found out that Beck was showering like this? Like, what? Why? Why would you do this? Okay, why would you do this? Oh, I forgot. You're a whole new person now.
I really wanted to share our struggles, and I feel like people are twisting what I said mainly and making it into something that it's not. My goal for this lifestyle change was to the bad parts of my weight loss and also the positive parts.
This is very subtle manipulation. You really have to listen word for word. But what's going on here is she's trying to say, first of all, that her and Beck were doing this together. Even if they were, why don't you take responsibility for yourself and focus on yourself? It's always, I'm telling you, in the older years, it was always that she pushed things off on her partner. The other thing is, if we played this right now, people are twisting your words. How are people twisting your words? She's saying this in current live streams. She's saying this in current videos. People are twisting my words. Do you think that people have twisted your words for the entirety of the time that you were on YouTube? If you really believe that, get off of YouTube, because it's not true, Amber. You're putting out very clear vibes always, and people are responding to those vibes. You think you're the smartest girl in the room, and no one will notice what you do to your partners.
And I think what hurts the most is like so many comments were like, you're just making excuses. I don't know where there was an excuse. I lost 3.2 pounds, and some people might disagree with me not seeing a therapist, etc., etc. But the thing is, I have seen so many therapists, and none of them ever clicked for me. It never worked. I wouldn't say that it wouldn't work now, but I just feel nervous. I feel scared to go to a place, sit down in front of a stranger who doesn't know me. They know nothing about me. And therapy is not a cure-all. Neither is weight loss surgery. I'm not saying I'll never see a therapist. I just think shoving it down my throat that I'm pointless to do, because ultimately it's my choice. And I'm not saying I don't. I just, in this moment, I feel like it's not going to work for me.
Okay, so this is her whole thing in her whole life. You can pretend that this Snapchat was done in 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 20, any year. This is what she does. Even when she does have a little bit of therapy, she leaves therapy. You should, my opinion, you should be in therapy all the time. You bouncing in and out of therapy is not going to help you, and that's what you need. You need help in every single way. But deeper than that, you see what she says? Well, like, why should I get therapy? Like, it's not going to help me. And this is what she always does. And by the way, the reason that I don't think that therapy has helped her is because I believe, I've said this many times, and I will always believe this, she lies to her therapist all the time. Her therapist isn't getting the real idea of what really happened. I'm not saying she lies about everything, but she definitely lies about certain parts of her life, because if you really believe, because there's no way that she is confident enough to tell the therapist how she truly treats people and all that other stuff. So I think therapy doesn't work for her because she leaves it right away when she does go into it. Since this was filmed in 2018 or whatever, she obviously has been in therapy in and out, but she leaves therapy. You should not be leaving therapy. And she deep down inside doesn't believe in it. And of course, it's not going to work if you're going to lie. All right. That's about it for today's video. I want to thank you all so very much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Let me know what you think about this video in the dislikes and comments down below. Here's a similar video popping up here that you may enjoy. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.